Hello, good afternoon, good morning, good evening from wherever you're watching from. Sorry, medyo maingay, traffic sa likod ko. Anyway, I'm shooting this in Palawan. So the good thing about all these online shows and everything is you can shoot it from anywhere. So I'm not in Metro Manila this time, we're in Palawan. Taking a much needed break after all the elections and campaigning. Nakikigaya lang with everyone who is doing all their vacations. But kami, local lang. Hindi Australia, hindi New York City. Local lang, Palawan lang. So welcome to Family and Life Update again. Weekly show about faith, family, and life. And we see the world through the lens of faith, family, and life. Because we know that there are so many things going on around the world, mostly in the Philippines and also around the world. And we want to take a look at these things through the lens of faith, family, and life. So thank you for joining us for the past 2 episodes. Hopefully you're still around and you are with us for this 3rd episode. Though tumataas naman yung viewers, so thank you for joining us every week. And tell your friends about us. And like the page if you're watching on YouTube. Please subscribe so that we can continue to bring you these news and views through the lens of faith, family, and life. So let's take a break from politics first. I know I got a comment, actually, one comment. Bakit ngayon lang yung mga suggestion ko, bakit hindi nung time ni Cory, time ni Marco, time ni Ramos, time ni Erap, bakit ngayon lang? And I think as of now, Facebook is so toxic with both sides. Whether you're Marcos or whether you're Robredo, both sides are so toxic towards one another that any comment you make, one side will take offense. That's why so many people have been deactivating Facebook over the past few days. But not us. We will continue to just speak out, give all of these comments and suggestions, no matter who the president is. Because it doesn't matter who the president, well, of course it matters, but these suggestions will come about no matter who the president is. So cool down, cool lang tayo. I mean, wag masyadong toxic. You're not making social media a nice place to be. So let's give chances both sides and understand each other both sides. Oh, let's do some Catholic news. So first news item that we get from the US is that Nancy Pelosi, who is the Speaker of the House of Representatives of the US, has been denied communion by the Archbishop of San Francisco. Now, Nancy Pelosi is a Catholic. She says she's a Catholic, but she is very supportive of abortion rights. And we know that abortion is killing the baby in the womb. So how can you weigh that, right? That you support killing of babies in the womb and you want to line up for communion, take the body of Christ. The body of Christ will go in you, and you say you're a Catholic, but you support that mothers can kill their babies in the womb. And it says in the news article that the Archbishop continuously reached out to her with no comments, or maybe he pressed her to change her stance, considering that she is a Catholic and she says she's a practicing Catholic. And this was his last resort, to really open her eyes that this is a serious thing. And a lot of people reacted, and if you look at the tweet of that Archbishop, you'll see a lot of reactions, mostly from maybe liberal Catholics and all these things. But it's a good move, and I think other archbishops and bishops should follow suit, especially in the US and other countries where abortion is legal, and really deny communion to these politicians who support abortion and promote abortion, because this is downright murder and it's against our Catholic faith. And maybe this will wake them up that they are doing something wrong. They are leading people away from the faith, away from the church because of this. Because abortion really has effects that really linger for so long. It's not just a clump of cells. It's not just the choice of the mother. This is a womb. This is a baby inside the womb, and murdering that baby will definitely have effects, not only physically, not only socially, not only while they're here on earth, but on their souls. So kudos to that Archbishop, and hopefully other bishops and other priests follow suit with those politicians who say they're Catholic but are doing totally something else. Maybe dito sa Philippines, we can also do that. Sana our bishops and archbishops also start following suit. If they know that that politician who says he's Catholic is a philanderer, is a, corrupt, maybe they can also do the same. Maybe, but it's something that they can look into, and hopefully our Philippine bishops can also follow suit to show these politicians, or maybe even not politicians, maybe personalities who support things that will bring people away from the church. Sometimes you need to do something really drastic to wake people up. Okay, so kudos to that Archbishop who denied Nancy Pelosi communion, and hopefully it can really lead to change in Nancy Pelosi, because we need, if you say you're a Catholic politician or Catholic in general, you should really be living out that Catholicity in your life. Okay, that's the first one. The second one, good news for the Philippines and for Filipinos. We have two saints now, Saint San Lorenzo Ruiz and San Pedro Calungsod, and we are on the way to having a third saint. We have Archbishop Teofilo Camomot, who has just been proclaimed as venerable by the Vatican. So after you put someone forward to be considered a saint, it goes through the process. It goes to the Congregation of Saints. And the Pope, after looking through all these reasons why that person should be a saint, first makes them venerable. So to be from venerable, you become blessed. You can become blessed. So from venerable to blessed, there has to be a miracle attributed to you. And then from blessed to being a saint, there has to be another miracle attributed to you. So this is just the first official step in a long process. So Archbishop Teofilo Camomot used to be the auxiliary bishop of Haro. Then he became the coadjutor Archbishop of Cagayan de Oro, meaning he would have been the next Archbishop of Cagayan de Oro. And then he moved to Cebu. And while he was in Cebu, he died in a car accident. Now his case for sainthood was brought up because of his lifestyle and because of the way he really served the people. He really took to heart his service to the people. And there are some saying that he also bilocated. So that's very interesting. There are stories of him being in the Vatican and also being in one of the provinces of the Philippines at the same time. And there are eyewitnesses to that. So this is very exciting for the Philippines. Only our third saint once this happens. So San Lorenzo Ruiz, and after 300 years, we had San Pedro Calungsod, and now we have Venerable Camomot. And hopefully, it moves fast, and we will have our third saint here in the Philippines. So that's such good news for the Filipinos. San Lorenzo Ruiz died in Japan, San Pedro Calungsod in Guam, and this Archbishop Venerable Camomot here in the Philippines. So he would be our Filipino saint who died here in the Philippines. Though of course that doesn't matter where they died or where they were martyred. What matters is we have another person, another Filipino that we can really look up to, the way he lived his life as he becomes a saint. So let's continue to pray for Venerable Camomot and his journey to sainthood. And our third topic is we have a free book from Qoheleth II. It's called Females Are Fabulous, the Threequel. I hope I'm getting that right. So I'll flash it over here and I'll send the link. The link will be in our description so that you can download that book for free. Now the first two parts of the book, the first two Females Are Fabulous 1 and the sequel, I'll also put links where you can buy those. But this third part of the book is for free. So you can go get it. And Qoheleth II is a very good writer and a very prolific one at that. And you can see the different points of view about things that are happening all around the Philippines and all around the world as well. So I encourage you all to go and download that book. So thank you for joining us. This short and sweet episode 3 of Family and Life Update from Palawan. And I think I have to end before the sun sets behind me because I will totally disappear because I am so dark already. So thank you for joining us at this third episode, and we'll see you again next week as we look through the news and look at different things happening around the world through the lens of faith, family, and life. All right? And remember, buhay mo mahalaga. Okay, see you guys next time. See you guys next week. God bless.